Yo, tidy people, welcome to our tidy YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to show you how to create a bar graph, or maybe we can call it bar chart, using SPSS software. As you know, a bar graph is a data visualization method that uses rectangular boxes to display values. The bar graph displays categories on the x-axis while the values appear on the y-axis, or vice versa. So, we can create a bar graph in horizontal form or vertical form. In this video, I already prepared a dataset of sales data. We have 5 variables. The first one is sales identification number, the head sales, shirt, jacket, and the last one is the performance evaluation. So in this variable, we have numerical and categorical variables. If we take a look at the variable view, the performance variable have 3 values: 1 for poor, 2 for average, and 3 for good. Now for the first one, let's create a simple bar graph for categorical variable in SPSS. To do this, go to the menu, click Grabs, Legacy Dialogs, and click Bar. And then click the simple option, and data in chart are just click the summarize for groups of cases and click define. Now we have this dialog box, and let's define the variables we want to create the bar graph. Click the performance and move it to the category axis by clicking the arrow. Now the variable is defined, and let's make it a little bit more tidy by giving a title. Click the titles option, and in the title line 1, give the title. Maybe we can call it performance evaluation. And then click continue. Everything is good. Click OK. Now we have this simple bar graph for categorical variables. It's so easy to make it because we only use several data, and it gives us more insight. For poor sales evaluation, we have 4 people. For average performance, we have 4 people. And for the good salesperson, we have 2 people. That's it, how to create a simple bar graph for categorical variable. The next one, let's take a look on how to create a simple bar graph for numerical variable in SPSS. And also we will learn how to add the labels and add the reference axis. Let's get back to the data view. We want to visualize the head sales for each salesperson. Go to the grabs. I prefer to use chart builder option because it provides more option and advanced way to build our graph. Click the chart builder and click OK. And here we have the chart builder dialog box, which will be used to create the bar graph. In the gallery option, click it, and in the choose from, click the bar, and we have several options of the bar. Click the simple bar graph icon to the chart preview area at the top. Now we see this simple chart preview area. Let's define the variables. Click the salesperson identification for the x-axis and drag it. Okay, and for the head, for the variables, click and drag it to the y-axis. Okay, we already made it for 50%. And let's define each one of them for element properties. In the variable, I prefer to use the value itself, so I change it to the value. But if you want to use the mean, it shows the same number. And if you want to change the label, you can do it here. Maybe you want to give a better label. And if you want to change the color, you can use it here. You can use custom color border or whatever you need. I just want to add the x-axis, and everything is good. Okay. Now we have simple bar graph of head by salesperson identification number. You can see that sales number 4 sells about 60 head, which is the highest among other sales, and you can interpret it according to your needs. And if you want to add the label or reference line, You can do this in advanced way to open the chart editor. Just double click it and the chart editor will be opened. Then to add the labels, you can click the elements and click the show data labels, and then you can specify the position of the label. You can create it custom if you want to put it at the top of the bar. Let me put it here and then click apply, so it will be moved to the top of the bar. Maybe if you want to put it at the bottom, just click it and apply. You can do this to whatever you want, and then your bar graphs already have the label for each bar. Now imagine we have the target for each cells, maybe about 30 items of hat that they need to sell. So how to create the reference cell to this graph? It's so simple. Just click the options and then at the y-axis reference line, and then maybe you can create the target is 30. Okay, you can change it the number to your own preference. Just make it 30. Okay, attach label to the line if you want to show the number at the end of the line, and then click apply. Now you have the reference line for your bar graph. You see that there's people who sells more than your target and below from your target. Okay, our job is done for creating a simple bar graph, and then let's create a stacked bar graph in SPSS, and we will know how to change it into percentage mode. Okay, let's get back to the data view. Click the graphs, chart builder, still the same way, and click reset to remove everything from the bar. Click the stacked bar icon and drag it to the chart preview area. Okay, we have this stacked bar count preview, and then click the salesperson variable and drag it to the x-axis. Okay, this is the important part. Click Ctrl on your keyboard and click each variable you want to visualize for the y-axis. I use it 3 variables for the y-axis and drag it to the count or y-axis in the chart preview area. Okay, you'll see this dialog box and click OK. Okay, it's good. Then you can set the element properties. Maybe you can change the statistics. Let me show. This is the main. Okay, it's good. And if you want to change the title from the axis, you can change it. And I just want to change the appearance because I prefer this different color. The category one, let me change it to the green, category to a bit blue, and the tree is a bit red. Okay, good. And everything is set up. Okay, now we have this stacked bar that contains 3 variables in one graph. You can see that everything in this graph contains 3 variables for each category or for each salesperson. Now we can change it to percentage mode. How to do it? Just double click the stacked bar graph in the output window to activate the chart editor, and in the options menu you see the scale to 100% option at the bottom. Just click it, and voila, you have this stacked bar graph for percentage mode. If you want to change it to the value, you want to reverse it for the first condition, just click the option and scale by value. Also, you can see at the upper right icon, you will see that scale to 100% option, and just click it if you want to reverse it to the value version. If you want to transpose your bar chart into horizontal form, you can click options and click transpose chart. Now you have your bar chart shows in horizontal form, and you can do this also by clicking the transpose icon at the upper right in your chart editor to transpose it easily. Okay, great. Just close it, and we have the percentage stacked bar chart. And then let's take a look at the last one, is creating a bar graph for more than one variables. So to create the bar graph for more than one variables, go to the graphs and click chart builder. Okay, in this option we have clustered bar. Just click it and drag it to the chart preview area, and in the x-axis maybe you want to add the salesperson identification number as the x-axis, and in this cluster bar I just want to compare head and shirt, because 3 cluster bar is too messy for me. And you can set the element properties, you can change the name in the label, axis bar, okay, and the chart appearance if you want to change it, category 1 for maybe a little bit of blue, the category 2 you can change it to a bit yellow. And okay, now you have this clustered bar of head and main by salesperson. The blue one is for head and the yellow one is for shirt. You can add the label by double click the graph and give it the label in the elements and show data labels. Okay, maybe it's a bit messy. I put it in the top of each bar to make it a better visualization. And if you want to change the size, you can do this. Textile, maybe you want to change it to 6, maybe. Apply, okay, close, and your cluster bar to visualize more than one variable is ready. So that's it. You can create a bar graph easily with SPSS, whether you want to visualize your categorical variables, or maybe you want to create a stacked bar chart, or maybe you want to add a reference lines to your bar graph, or maybe you want to create more than one variables into bar graph visualization. That's it. Hope this video will be useful for you. See you in another video. Goodbye, tidy people.